again to check your shorts. Alright, so this is episode 2 here of the Destiny 2 series. Basically, we just made a character in episode 1. That was us making a brand new character to play on the stream only. So, basically, I will only be playing and leveling this character when I'm on here with you guys. So let's see. We were right in the beginning. We're kind of gonna go through as much of the story in order as we can on this character, just because I want to. So we're still in some of the beginning quests here. We did finally get our Sparrow, so we can run around. What is that glitch? Anybody else see that? What is that? Is that a bug? Maybe just that Sparrow is bugged? I don't know. If anyone else has had this happen to them, let me know. Alright, so we are making our way over to the next storyline mission here, which is technically part of the intro, I would say. I don't think you're technically out of the intro until you get to the tower for the first time and you're running around doing all that junk, you know, talking to Zavala and Ikora and all that. For those of you that know. For those of you that don't know, you'll see soon to come. But again, Destiny 2 is a free game to download, so if you want to go through the storyline and watch the early story videos and all that, you can definitely feel free to do that on your own time. I did not plan to make content because I figured that most people had seen said content already, so. Alright, so the mission is right up here. You can see the little blinking indicator. Who is shooting at us? Yeah, that's right, you run away. Anyway, a Guardian rises. Just start the mission like so. Alright.
I can't reach Shaw on comms. If Navota gets to him first. We need to find another key and access that chamber. Fast. There's some old caches nearby. Let's start there. No key, but I'm detecting residual particles consistent with cache alloys. There were more chests here once. They must have been stolen by Fallen or Hive. There's a particle trail leading to a nearby cave. Sending coordinates now.
Alright, so outside of what he was saying for the story, we get some extra pieces of gear here. And basically just by highlighting it here, you can see if it's better. You select it and equip it, and across all 8 pieces, or I should say 9. Yeah, 9 pieces of gear because your ghost, or no, 8 pieces of gear because your ghost doesn't give you power level. Anyway, it averages amongst all, you know, all 3 of your weapons and all 5 of your gear pieces, and then that's what your power level is. Again, most of you will already know that. So moving on. Say that we already have. Oh yeah, freeze tag emote. Let's get our dance, salute. Alright. Alright, so we just hop on the Sparrow. And we just follow the indicator. You can choose to stop and kill the mobs, but they continue to spawn over and over again in the general world. So unless you're just trying to grind out something in particular, I would recommend just moving on.
Still no key. I'm reading 2 other particle trails on my tracker.
Why did you
Check your
do
weapons.
this?
I'm reading a cluster of hive bioenergetics.
Alright, so it's telling us about long pressing for finishers, and that's basically if you don't kill something, you'll see that little, see how they kind of glow and it has that ball? Well, if you long press R3, you get this cool little animation. Chest.
Ah, there's some encryption code on this data, but it's incomplete. If we find more, I can fake the authorization and act as a key myself. There's still 1 more cache on the tracker.
And we opened up the 3rd chest there and still no
I'm
key.
detecting a high density of fallen weapon signatures nearby.
He was already waiting to die. Get some little gear here. I'm really looking forward to getting some new weapons, that's for sure.
Got it. This has enough code fragments for me to generate a new authorization. I need to boost my signal for the key to register.
Alright, well, let's just...
I'm reading a concentration of energy in the moth
Give me a second while I kill myself
Might
really
be
quick.
what we need. I've marked your track.
Okay, I just can't hit anything. Ignore me. Alrighty. So now we got the last key. He puts a marker up again for us to go way over here. Run him over! Aw. He's too fast for me. Off-roading. Anyway.
This area's full of ionized superconductor energy. Must have dispersed when we activated the array. I can use this to amplify my signal. Let's collect the charges. I still can't reach Shaw. We need to hurry.
Oh no. Okay. Each class has several movement options. Make a choice. Okay, so it's gonna make me do this. So it will just continue to keep flashing at me. Basically, with your subclass, you have different things that you can do here. Alright, so we're getting shot at. Okay. So basically the current mission, it's little electric balls of energy. Oh shit. Okay. They're just kind of marked all over the place. All you have to do is kind of run into them. Alright. And each one gives you 20%, so you're looking for roughly 5 of them. And I think that's all that spawns, is just 5.
Here we go. Starting recursive analysis. Thread complete. I am now authorized. Let's hurry.
Alright. Random treasure chest here. Some more missiles for my rocket launcher. Oh. Grab the sparrow so we don't have to run everywhere. Do it? Okay. I'm just kind of gonna go past all these guys here. Okay. Next part of the mission, access the chamber. So if you guys remember last time, because we activated the array. Now this is not all covered in electricity. Reload this just in case. Alright.
This place is brimming with hive magic. That explains why transmats were blocked.
If I'm not mistaken, there's going to be a lot of enemies in here. As soon as you walk in, it kind of starts the chain reaction.
Nabota! Eyes up, Guardian.
This is kind of like a little, mini boss fight here. And what I like to do is just get a rocket launcher, wait for her to stop, just blast her. Of these extra guys spawn in. She has a regenerating shield, so that's a little bit annoying. Oh, missed. There we go. So she shoots us, we shoot her. So rude. Got my face. So now she's immune to damage, she's just gonna run away.
Navota's gone. Wherever she went, I can't detect her anymore. But I've got a lock on Shaw's ghost. Let me help him. Shaw, are you all right?
What? What are you doing here?
We couldn't let you do this alone.
Navota?
She's still alive. Somewhere. We did enough to force her to retreat.
You fought her off? All right then. I'm sorry I left you behind. After Cass and Maeve, I was just afraid to lose anyone else.
So were we. That's why
you
we
were being
followed
selfish.
Nobody likes to be sidelined. I'm glad you were here. I owe you.
Yeah, you do.
The prize is yours. Superconductor is over there. Grab it and meet back at camp. For real this time.
Right. This thing.
I can feel the arc light coursing through this. No wonder the Vanguard want to make a weapon with it. Let's head back to camp and then the last city. Home.
Hooray. Alright, so now we're back here. Talk to this guy again.
Hey. Thanks for the assist. Again. Wish you stumbled in a day earlier. Might have gone differently. Maybe Cass and Maeve. I'm just glad the light chose you.
Alright, so now we have a ship and
I've got new orders
an extra
to stick around
ghost
and scout Navota's
because
brood.
of the Beyond Light expansion.
Maybe I'll find some other new...
Alright, so before we do that, let's equip the new thing. So you see our ghost in the background, and then if you don't have the Beyond Light expansion, that's the new one. So, and then instead of the basic ship, we have that one. I think that's about that. Let's check our gear really quick. Right, fusion rifle, 1121. And spoiler alert, they kind of made this season, from what it seems like from other channels I've watched and stuff. I'm by no means a Destiny 2 pro. Still really learning and kind of hoping to learn the game as I play along with you guys. So, but anyway, what was I going to say? I know that some people have said that this season favors like fusion rifles and linear fusion rifles, so that's just a different type of gun. We do happen to have one already. Right. So the next part of the mission is going to be, or the next mission is just going to be to head to the tower for the first time, which is kind of like your home base. It'll just take a second to load as we fly on over there. And there's a whole bunch of different designs for sparrows and ships, and so you can make all kinds of little intricate designs, and you can even change the individual color of the stuff. So they really give you a bunch of options here to be unique in your own way.
The last survivors of humanity's collapse.
Alright, so that's just a cinematic of you flying into the city for the first time. Like I said, I'm going to skip a lot of this early game cinematic stuff.
Welcome to the tower, and the last safe city of humanity. I've been here many times over the years. I'm glad you finally get to see it, to see why we're here and what we need to protect. Let's start by registering your jump ship.
Let's get you back to the front, Titan.
Alright.
Here's what I got.
So we basically have to talk to her to register our ship so it can come in and out of the tower as we please. And then she gives us another mission that
strong,
at the end will
Nice,
reward
isn't
you
it?
with an exotic
It's
weapon.
good to have somewhere that feels like home. For me, this is it. Okay, next up is tower security. We've had an increase in Guardians sneaking in contraband since a fellow called the Drifter arrived. So Vanguard Command instituted a check for first-timers. Looks like the superconductor's Golden Age tech triggered some warnings. I'm clearing it with security. Commander Zavala would like to meet you in person. I'll lead you to him. Zavala
Once
leads the
they open the
entire
gate,
Vanguard, the group that supports all Guardian
hurry it
operations. Lately, he spends more time commanding troops than fighting on the front lines. But he placed some of the first stones in the wall we're standing on. Zavala thinks every life in the city is his
All right.
responsibility. Even a Guardian has trouble bearing that kind of weight. He's going to need your help. You're a Titan. You'll be able to help him shoulder that burden. Up there in the sky, that's the Traveler. It's where I came from, where the light you wield came from.
Ah, it's you. The one that saved Shaw. Thank you for that. Your ghost has been looking for you for a long time. I'm glad he finally found you. And now you found the light. The Traveler entrusted us with this power so that we may protect our people. Remember what we fight for.
Alright, so we're gonna cut him
Zavala
off
doesn't
there.
usually talk that much. You should take that as a compliment. I've marked his office on your tracker. Careful not to break anything in there, and don't touch his music.
I believe it's this way. This is like a little elevator. Just gotta wait for it to come up. There we go. Going down. And it is the bottom floor, just in case any of you don't know. Zavala's office is the first door on the left. And we're gonna take his shit. Okay.
This is a Vanguard service weapon, but it's from Zavala's personal collection. Shaw must have talked you up quite a bit. Or maybe Zavala saw something in you. Where to next? Oh, you should head to the bazaar. That's where we'll find Ikora.
Alright. And of course, for those of you that don't know, the different colors of everything represents the rarity or the tier of the weapon. Usually green and blue is kind of basic, purple is your legendary weapons, they have a lot more perks, and then the yellows are called exotics, which you can only have one exotic equipped at a time for weapons, as well as only one armor piece equipped at a time. So this is the sidearm we got. It's a little stronger, so it ups our power level a little bit. Every bit helps right now.
Ikora Ray is the Warlock Vanguard. She leads the tower's warlocks, like Zavala leads the Titans. She does a little bit of everything, guiding the warlock orders in research and development, enemy reconnaissance, and internal affairs. And she's a sight to see in the Crucible.
Alright, so we talked to her.
Always nice to see Ikora. While we're over here, we should check in with the Drifter. You may be wondering who leads the Hunters. See, we lost Cade 6, our Hunter Vanguard, a while back. Killed by a man named Uldren Sov. It was a difficult time. Now no hunter wants to take his place.
So basically you run all the way down here.
You're looking spry.
And even though the same ghost that's talking to you the entire time, he stays the same, but you can kind of change his appearance.
Come on, who's up for Gambit?
And then with these, you get all kinds of like little mods and stuff, and you can do this for other, you know, your weapons and etc. etc. But that's just for experience, extra experience. But like your weapons here, if you had weapon mods, you can put them on. But this is where you can make your weapons more strong, masterwork. You know, you can look more into that, change certain things on your, you know, weapon. You know, do I want better handling speed?
What do you need? Talk to me.
You know, better reload speed. And then you can spend points as well as legendary shards, all kinds of different
Keep choosing the winning
components and
side,
stuff.
kid. You'll keep on winning.
All kinds of stuff I'm sure most people will already know. Triumphs, this is kind of like your in-game achievements. Collection helps you keep track of like all your weapons, your gear, equipment, everything that you've kind of gone through in the game. Your clan, if you don't have a clan, it'll look like this. No affiliation, but this is where invites will show up, as well as
You looking for a gunfight? Gambit could use you.
I think that's it, yeah, just invites and clans around. Anyway, so we'll move forward,
How you living,
talk to the
brother?
Drifter, and he gives us a sword, which is another heavy weapon.
See, the thing about Drifter is, he's unique. Let's leave it at that.
Alright. just follow the marker as you run around. You could also fast travel if you didn't want to run around yourself, but...
Oh, and no tour of the tower would be complete without meeting Lord Shax. Shax is in charge of live fire drills and general combat training for Guardians. It all happens in the Crucible, where Shax oversees battles of light versus light.
Time to fight, Guardian. What do you need?
Alright. So as well as the PvE, where you fight a lot of the environment and computer-generated stuff, there is a PvP portion of the game.
Shax something. When he's
Those
not
of you that
yelling,
don't know.
he plays dodgeball with the children of the city. He, yells during that, too. Anyway, Zavala's asking us to visit the gunsmith next. His name is Banshee44, our resident firearms expert. Last stop is Master Rahul, the Tower Cryptarch. That's short for crypto-archaeologist.
So every time you get a new, like I said, the in-game achievements, they're called triumphs. Every single time you get one or you complete one, like this one for instance, defeat 50 combatants. So you get, you know, medals, which are the overall score up here. It's pretty much just a flair or like a way for you to show off, like, hey, you know, look what I've done in the game. So the total combined amount is 20,925 at the moment for the triumph points, and then yeah, you know, there's lore, you know, all kinds of different things. We run over and talk to this guy.
A transaction to make, Guardian?
Alright, so talking to him gives us access to the current season. Increase your seasonal rank during the... Right.
That about wraps it up. There are still people in the tower to meet, but you can do that at your own pace. Zavala sent me a message saying he has a mission ready for you. Check in with him if that sounds interesting, or we can just explore. In any case, I'm with you till the end. You take the lead.
My Titans are the very hardest.
So basically, as you earn experience throughout the game, you will, you know, get all these free things up on top. If you get the season pass, which is an extra, I think, $10, you know, it's kind of like any other game that has a season pass. You get extra content for a few months or whatever, however long it's going on. Oh, it says right here, it ends in 135 days. So, yeah, a couple months worth of extra content. You get everything on the bottom for free as well with every level. So, you can decide if that's worth it for you. Depends on how much time you want to put into the game.
I don't know what the Traveler's transformation means.
Alright, so he wants us to go do a strike, and I think when it completes it, it's going to send us back into orbit. Or it's going to show a video? I'm not sure. Yeah, okay. So strikes are kind of outside of the normal, you know, the regular missions and the story content. They're kind of just like a team play activity where, and it's going to kind of hold our hand through this one, but it's supposed to be more challenging aspects of the game, like, you know, kind of like a dungeon, if you will. More enemies, there's an objective, a boss, stuff like that. So... and it is a match-made type game for the strikes, and the harder versions of the strikes called Nightfalls. There are things called raids that require even more people. So, again, it just depends on how much time you want to put into the game. once the load time finally goes through. That's the only issue I have with playing this game on PS4. The load time is a bit slow, to say the least. Alright, here we go.
High brutes value strength over all else. When you and Shaw are forced and voted to flee, look at her position.
She'll be desperate for victory to regain her footing.
That desperation makes her a threat in the Cosmodrome and beyond. This is a worthy challenge for you, Guardian.
Cass and Maeve gave their final deaths fighting Navota. That can't be for nothing.
High brutes value strength over all else. When you and Shaw are forced and voted to flee, look at her position. It won't be.
She'll be desperate for victory to regain her footing.
That desperation makes her a threat in the Cosmodrome and beyond.
Steady. I know how those nerves feel. Pack it away. Eyes down the sights.
This is a worthy challenge for you, Guardian.
Cass and Maeve gave their final deaths fighting Navota. That can't be for nothing.
It won't be.
It's gotta be because there's multiple people going through at a time, but for some reason it plays the audio over and over. Oh. Put a little shield here. Fire in the hole. I love this thing. Nice. Alright, so we just kind of continue to clear the room. Alright. Thank you for that. And they're going to come rushing down the stairs. Alright, so that's how a sword functions, by the way. Just kind of keep swinging. And while they're messing around with them, we're going to come up here.
Fallen raiding party ahead. Don't seem thrilled about Navota's presence.
Yeah, they might die. Oh no. Run away. Alright. Not even close. What? Why did our teammate run out there? Alright, so we killed one of the witches. Run back in here and heal. Oh! Those glowing ones explode. I hate that. And they're so quiet and slow, they just kind of sneak up on you. No, please. There's a shield right there. PP, help me. Yay. Thank you, PP. I appreciate thee. Grenade. What the hell was that? I have never done that before.
I'm reading dense hive signatures in a facility up ahead.
Alright.
Devota is gathering the swarm.
We might be walking into a trap.
That's the gig. We carry the light where no one else can.
Alright. Where are we going? Over here? Let's go. Alright, so now we just roll on in here. I don't know what our team's doing, but we'll catch up. Yeah. Okay.
I burned out the rest of Devota's hiding spots. She's got nowhere to run.
A well-crafted snare.
I'm just doing my part. It's in your hands now, Guardian.
Alright, so this next part, not too tough, but to the newer player, it's a little,
Take her down.
perhaps. Oh my goodness. Now we're just sitting around the corner. Alright, so now we run into this big area, fight the boss. rocket launcher sucks. Gun there. That's new. Alright, we're back. Oh, I did not mean to slash him that one. Hooray, we did it. Okay.
Cass, Maeve, they can rest easier now, thanks to you.
Couldn't have done it without you, Shaw.
Maybe. Don't sell yourself short. I see a spark in you, Guardian. Make sure you keep it safe. Don't let it get to your head, okay? This is only the beginning of your story.
Excellent work. Return to the tower.
So we got the most kills there. And they're both on PlayStation also. Alright, so we're gonna go back to orbit here, because we completed exactly what he wanted. That gave us some more seasonal experience. And basically everything in this game has its own reputation, and like there's so much content in this game to keep you from getting bored. Alright, so that goes up. Let's see, that was our old one. Rocket launcher, these aren't really that good. Let's see, what triumphs do we have? Completed a bunch of these. Oh. And you kind of just go in here and click onto each one of these. And every time you accept it, it adds to your points. So now we're at 157. Look at us go. Okay. Collection is growing. Just gonna mark all these as red. But yeah, if you go in, you can literally see every type of auto rifle and etc. for each different thing. Let's see. Return to Zavala and speak to Amanda Holiday. So both of those individuals are at the tower. Just gonna set ourselves up to go back there. And again, after the load times, we'll eventually get on over there. Alright, so now we're back. Run over here to Zavala.
Hello, Guardian.
Alright, so this is kind of like a beginner quest here. Defeat combatants within any strike playlist and complete a strike bounty. And then he gives you the quest to send you over to Europa, which is the current planet for Beyond Light. Let's see, defeat mini-bosses, get solar kills. Do we have a solar weapon right now? Yes, we do. Okay.
Requisition.
So we're gonna take that. Every time you complete something, he does give you, like every time your rank goes up, he gives you a piece of loot. So be sure to keep an eye on that.
Only the one who moves, not the one who is driven.
And then we're gonna fast travel over to Ikora. Ah, okay. Keeps blinking so that I'll do this. Okay, so we're not gonna go there yet. Our bounty is over here. All of our new stuff. And then we're gonna fast travel over to Ikora. So it's this point. Doesn't take quite as long to load over there versus to run over there. the stairs, the staircase. Alright, and then she's standing right out here.
What do you seek?
So stat trackers, it just gives you something else to put on here. And then we also did get missions for getting our other subclasses.
Up out of the dark.
So that's everything you need to achieve in order to get your Void subclass. As you notice right now, I'm kind of like a spark or electricity. They call it arc damage. And then solar. That's another subclass. So, and it changes your ultimate or like your super ability. The store. So that's where you buy like real money stuff. What else do we need to do? Thought there was someone else we needed to talk to here. Not those. Go to Europa. Talk to Devram in an EDZ. Combatants and strike. Oh, that's right. Speak to Amanda Holiday. Okay. So she is way over here. So we're gonna fast travel again. Marker? Okay. Yeah, so it's this way. She's all the way down in the hangar here.
Yeah?
So she gives us more stuff to do. So that's what I mean. For you have like so much stuff to do in the game, you're not really going to get bored. So, yeah. Speaks of Devram. And the new thing she gave us was to defeat people on Europa. So, that's cool. So now we have a bunch of stuff to do. Alright. And in that short amount of time, I mean, we're already up to our first 5 levels. So, and like I said, you get extra stuff if you buy the season pass, but that's all up to you. Alright, so before we get started on the next segment, it has been almost an hour. So I think that is going to be it for this episode for now. Thank you so much for watching, when and if you do watch. I know the channel is still relatively small, so any and all support is greatly appreciated. Thank you guys for tuning in. Kind of out of it at the moment. I don't know. If you haven't already, please, please, please subscribe. Please, it helps so much. It will eventually help a lot more, but yeah. It's free, so yeah, that's gonna be it. Before I get even more awkward, I'm just gonna let him dance his way out. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and we'll catch you next time.